Myanmar's ethnic fighters take control of key port town. In a major development, ethnic minority rebels in Myanmar have captured the strategically important town of Mergui, located on the country's southern coast. This marks a significant victory for the rebels, who have been battling the Myanmar military junta for decades. The capture of Mergui could give the rebels control over a vital trade route and potentially boost their bargaining power in future peace talks. Costa Rica rules against gender bias in surnames. In a progressive move, Costa Rica's Supreme Court has ruled that the automatic assignment of children's surnames based solely on their father's lineage is discriminatory. The court ruled that both parents should have an equal say in choosing their child's surname, regardless of the parents' genders. This decision is being hailed as a victory for gender equality in Costa Rica and could set a precedent for other countries in the region. Turkey ratifies Sweden's NATO membership. Turkey has finally ratified Sweden's membership in NATO, clearing the way for the Nordic country to officially join the military alliance. Turkey's approval had been held up for months due to concerns about Sweden's support for Kurdish groups that Ankara considers to be terrorists. However, the two countries reached an agreement in June 2023, paving the way for Turkey's eventual ratification. Rising food prices forced South Americans to migrate north. A sharp increase in food prices across South America is driving a surge in migration, with many people seeking better economic opportunities in countries like Mexico and the United States. The situation is particularly dire in Venezuela, where hyperinflation has made it nearly impossible for many people to afford basic necessities. The exodus from South America is putting a strain on resources in destination countries and raising concerns about potential social unrest. Lost Gustav Klimt painting found after 100 years. A previously unknown painting by Austrian artist Gustav Klimt has been discovered in Italy after being lost for over 100 years. The work, titled Portrait of a Lady, is believed to have been painted by Klimt in the early 1900s. The discovery is a major coup for the art world and is sure to fetch a hefty price at auction. King Charles III undergoes surgery. Britain's King Charles III has undergone a successful surgical procedure to treat a benign tumor on his face. The 74-year-old monarch is now recovering at his private residence and is expected to make a full recovery. The surgery has sparked renewed interest in the line of succession to the British throne. U.S. hits back at Houthi rebels in Yemen after oil tanker attack. The United States has launched airstrikes against targets in Yemen in retaliation for a recent attack on a British oil tanker by Houthi rebels. The attack on the tanker escalated tensions in the region and raised concerns about a wider conflict. The U.S. airstrikes are likely to further complicate the ongoing civil war in Yemen. Gates Foundation to launch first large-scale tuberculosis vaccine trial. The Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation is set to launch the first large-scale clinical trial of a new tuberculosis vaccine in Africa. The trial will involve tens of thousands of participants in several African countries and could pave the way for the development of a new vaccine to combat the deadly disease. Tuberculosis remains a major health problem in many parts of the world, and a new vaccine would be a major breakthrough in the fight against the disease. First ever nitrogen gas execution carried out in the U.S. In a controversial move, the U.S. state of Alabama has carried out the first ever execution using nitrogen gas as opposed to lethal injection. Proponents of nitrogen gas execution argue that it is a more humane method than lethal injection, while opponents argue that it is still cruel. Trump ordered to pay $83 million in defamation case. A jury in New York has ordered former U.S. President Donald Trump to pay $83.3 million to writer Jean Carroll in a defamation case. Carroll accused Trump of raping her in the 1990s, which Trump denied and called her a phony woman. The jury found that Trump's statements about Carroll constituted defamation and awarded her significant damages. 2 teens shot and killed in downtown Chicago. 2 teenagers were shot and killed in a brazen attack near a popular shopping mall in downtown Chicago. The shooting has sparked outrage and renewed calls for gun control measures in the city. Police are still searching for the suspect or suspects involved in the shooting.